This is Join the Crowd Radio. We back at it. Hoodie Gang, what's up? Episode 5, Join the Crowd Radio. Hip Hop Classics for the ladies. On this episode, we pretty much just get into a bunch of classic songs that represent for the women. Talk about the women, embrace the women, give you tales and stories focused on the woman. You know? This playlist was originally released on May 21st, 2018. And what I said about this playlist was Valentine's Day and Mother's Day are gone. But that doesn't mean we have to stop rooting for the ladies. Here's 22 throwback rap songs directed to the beautiful women of the world. Some are celebratory, others are emotional, a few are sexy, but all in all, this playlist caters to the better half of us men. We give you hip-hop classics for the ladies. Now the very first song off this playlist is Utfo's Roxanne, which was produced by Full Force. It was released December 31st, 1983. And that's actually number 3 off of the Utfo album that came out in 1985, which was self-titled Utfo. Next song off this playlist is going to be LL Cool J's I Need Love, produced by LA Posse. That was off for LL's Bigger Than Deffer album. And it was actually released July 22nd, 1987. And it was number 9 off of that album that came out in 1987. But what people love the most about that song is the beat. Boom, 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 boom. Next song off of this playlist is one of my favorites, slept on songs that a lot of people don't know about. It's AZ's Ho Happy Jackie. It was produced by Buck Wild, and it was off of AZ's Do or Die album. It was released October 10th, 1995, and it was actually number 4 off the Do or Die album that came out in 1995. Next song off this playlist is A Tribe Called Quest's Bonita Applebum. That was released in 1990 on July 5th. And it was off the Tribe Called Quest's People's Instinctive Travels in the Past of Rhythm album. Next song off this playlist is Mos Def, aka Yasin Bey, Miss Fat Booty. It was produced by Ayatollah, and it was off the Black on Both Sides album. The song was released August 2nd, 1999, and it was actually number 4 off the Black on Both Sides album. And that album came out in 1999. Next song off this playlist is Nas's Black Girl Lost, produced by LES and the Trackmasters, off the It Was Written album. And this song was released July 2nd, 1996. And it was actually number 10 off of the It Was Written album. One of my favorite albums. That's definitely like in my top 3. Next song off this playlist is going to be Rayquan's Ice Cream, which featured Ghostface, Meth, as well as Capadonna. Of course, it was produced by RZA, off of his Only Built for Cuban Links album. This was released on August 1st, 1995. And it was actually number 15 off the Only Built for Cuban Links album. That beat was ridiculous. I actually had this as one of my favorite squad songs, one of my favorite summer songs. I really fuck with that. Next song off this playlist is going to be Jay-Z's Girls, Girls, Girls. And that's produced by Kanye West off of the first Blueprint album. It was released September 11th, 2001. And it was actually number 15 off that album. I love girls, 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 I do adore. Next song off this playlist is going to be the Notorious B.I.G. One More Chance, Stay With Me remix, featuring Faith Evans, produced by Diddy and Tumbling Dice. This was actually not necessarily on the album. It was just like a remix to one song, the original One More Chance, that was on the Ready to Die album. I feel like that song alone kind of like just changed the sound of hip hop at that time. A lot of people wasn't rapping like that. I feel like once that song hit, everybody started rapping with that swag, that style, that finesse that Big was talking. And that was released July 6, 1995. Next song off this album is going to be 50 Cent's 21 Questions. And this featured Nate Dogg, produced by Dirty Swift, and it was all 50's Get Rich or Die Trying album, which was released April 29th, 2013. And it was actually number 14 off of that album. Next song on this playlist is going to be The Lost Boys, Renee. The storytelling on that song was just incredible, man. I mean, from the first word to the last word, the video was cinematic to the song. You really get that these days where they actually match the video to the actual song. So it was produced by Butt Naked Tim Dog and Mr. Sex, and it was off the Lost Boys Legal Drug Money album. It was released January 12th, 1996, and it was actually number 6 off that album. Next song on this playlist is The Method Man's I'll Be There For You, You're All I Need to Get By remix, featuring Mary J. Blige, produced by RZA, and it was off the Tikal album. It was released April 25th, 1995, and it was number 14 off of the Tikal album. The song was legendary when you had Mary on the hook. Mary has some of the most historical features, but this was one that was like legendary. Next song off this playlist is going to be Tupac, Keep Your Head Up. It was produced by Tupac and DJ Darryl, and it was off of Pac's Strictly For My Niggas album. Released October 28th, 1993, and it was number 11 off the Strictly For My Niggas album. Next song on this playlist is DMX's How It's Going Down. The types of games is being played, how it's going down. Featuring Faith Evans, and it was produced by Dane Grease and P Killer Tracks, and it was off of DMX's second album, It's Dark and Hell Is Hot, and it was released May 19th, 1998. And it was actually number 10 off of that album. Next song on this playlist is going to be Juvenile's Back That Ass Up. When this song comes on in the club, everybody and their mama get ridiculous. The beat, the lyrics, the hook, the drops. This was like that house party time when you had house parties. People still was having house parties. When this song came on, Lord have mercy. You fucking feel the ground about to break. Fucking floor shaking, wall shaking, everybody dancing everywhere. The original Back That Ass Up featured Lil Wayne and Manny Fresh. It was produced by Manny Fresh, and it was off of Juvenile's 400 Degrees album. Released November 3rd, 1998, and it was number 13 off that Back That Ass Up album. Next song off this playlist is going to be Ludacris and Shauna's What's Your Fantasy? Another dope ass beat, produced by Bangladesh, off the Incognito album, released September 12th. 2000, and it was number 15 off that album. Next song on this playlist is going to be Outkast's Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real, and your daughter. You gotta touch the thing going on. This was produced by Earth Tone III, and it was off the Stankodia album. It was released October 3rd, 2000, and it was actually number 5 off of that album. Next song off this playlist is going to be Lil Wayne's Mrs. Officer, featuring Kid and Bobby V, produced by Diesel, and it was off the Carter 3 album. This was released June 10th, 2008, and it was actually number 9 off the Carter 3 album. Next song on this playlist is Cameron's Hey Ma. Hey Ma, what's up? This was featuring Freaky Zeke, Toya, as well as Joel Santana. It was produced by Mafia Boy and DR Period, and it was off of Cameron's Come Home With Me album. That's when he first signed to Rockefeller. Album went platinum too. That was a good year for Dipset, that whole movement, because everything that followed after that was just bangers. And it was released August 6, 2002, and it was number 8 off the Come Home With Me album. Next song on this playlist is Fat Joe's What's Love, featuring Ahsante and Ja Rule, produced by Chink Santana and Irv Gotti, and this was off of Fat Joe's Jealous One Still Envy album, aka Jose. This was released February 5th, 2002, and it was number 9 off the Jose album. Next song on this playlist is Snoop Dogg's Beautiful, which features Pharrell. That beat was just crazy, Lord have mercy. And it was released November 26, 2002, and it was off the Pave the Cost to Be the Boss album. You also hear Charlie Wilson on there. And I believe it was number 8 off of that album. Now we can't forget the Motzy Says. Now going into this playlist, I was inspired by rap songs that had a classic feel, but something the ladies would be excited to listen to. You know, some dope melodies, R&B hooks. I threw a rare gem in there with the AZ record, and it went all the way to the old school with the Utfo record. All the rest are like top 40 records that we all grew to love, especially the women. The cool thing is that all these records are about women. This is hip-hop classics for the ladies. So there you have it, everybody. Hip-hop classics for the ladies. Join the Crowd Radio, episode 5. Shout out to my hoodie gang. Your boy MotzyMadeIt of MotzyMadeIt.com, JoinDaCrowd.com, playlist life. Till we meet again. This is Join the Crowd Radio. JoinDaCrowd.com.